Hello and welcome to Spirit Forest. We have just filmed our last week's video, which was my sister, who is the complete opposite of me, is not into the wilderness, does not camp at all. She has come out to Spirit Forest to hang out with me, and I thought it would be really fun to do a couple videos together. So I gave her a challenge. I gave her a tarp, I gave her a paracord and a knife. So check out the previous video. I will also link it here. I think it links here. So check that out. I'll put it in the description below. And that is my sister building a shelter in a survival situation of a storm is coming within 10 minutes and you need to be able to build a shelter. And so she just recently done that. So if you haven't seen that video, check out that video because we are going to show you her setup in this video, but it'd be kind of fun if you watch the video previous, just letting you know. So anyways, so what I did, she did this shelter, and so I criticized it on the video, and now it's my turn to give myself that same challenge. So you'll be able to see what her shelter looks like compared to what my shelter looks like, and we're gonna kind of compare the two of them. Based on my criticism, how do you think I'm gonna build this shelter?
I think you're actually gonna build it on top of a tree.
Oh, okay.
I think that you're gonna build it on top of a tree, and it's gonna be a lot lower.
Okay.
And you're going to have something in the middle where it's going to have the water wash down.
How is it going to be built in a tree?
I think it's going to be built on the lower branches of a tree.
Okay. Okay.
And then you're going to live in it like a hobbit.
You know I would too.
I know you would.
I totally would. Yeah. I think, yeah, okay, well, we'll see. I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to do because I'm just going to do it.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious. I mean, obviously the shelter that I built, I think it will work, but after you kind of went through it,
yeah,
it's more of a sunshade.
True.
And being from Southern California, you know, we have to build these type of things, and I'm thinking, oh, you know, that's easy. You know, I could do it all the time because we have pop-up tents all the time. And no, obviously mine is completely wrong. And yeah, I'd be afraid after you explaining what was going on, how bad it was.
Yeah.
I would be afraid to even use it.
Yeah, it might last like 3 minutes, maybe about 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, well let me show you my sister's setup of her tarp. I'm gonna then take it down, and then we'll start with me. We'll get the timer going. 10 minutes to me is a long time, so I'll have to think about what it is that I'm going to put together for you guys.
It'll be 3 minutes of tarp, and then 7 minutes of me criticizing it.
Yeah. I'll let her criticize mine too. Okay, let's go. Let's show you Lisa's tent, or her tarp setup in her shelter, and then we'll start on mine.
"10 minutes starts now."
I think what I would have done with you is I would have taken out the tarp to find out what size it was first.
Oh, okay.
Just saying.
All right.
Because you didn't know the size.
A tarp is a tarp, right?
What's it hung for?
Because I thought you would do something different.
What do you mean? I'm tying it on a tree. How's that different? You will see my...
Well, I wouldn't think that you would do the same trees.
Oh, well, I'll just do it in the same spot because we're in this spot.
What? All right. You know what? You're cheating because you have more, what is that called? Paracord?
No, you had this much paracord.
No, I did not.
You did too.
Not after I cut it.
You kept cutting your paracord.
Oh, what are you doing?
I am doing
Okay, wait. What are you doing? That's pretty... Wait. Are you making a lock?
it. Alright, I'm just gonna tie a knot.
Okay. And what's the stick for?
Oh, I was gonna do a lock on it, but okay. You good?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You see that?
Wait, what? Why are you doing all those little pieces?
Oh, you're gonna see.
Okay, so it's...
because you're learning.
All right, so you've cut it now. Okay, so you had it one,
How many times did I have my knife out?
twice.
Twice. What was the first time?
Oh, no, you didn't. You only had it out once.
I only had my knife out once.
Yeah, but how do you... Oh, okay. All right.
Are you learning?
I am learning. I am
Okay,
definitely learning.
That's what's important.
I don't know when I'm going to ever need a shelter in Southern California.
You never know.
That's true.
You might be somewhere and you'll need one.
Well, maybe there's an earthquake.
Yeah. You never know.
Ah, see? And now you got the stick.
And now I have a stick. I have a shelter and I have a stick now.
Okay, we're at 3.5 minutes. Okay.
Okay. Done a lot of these.
I'm sure. You have an advantage of that.
Yeah, I do.
I've done a lot of pop-up tents.
Have you? You're probably better at that than me because I'm not so good at that.
Lots of swim meets. That is really interesting. I like how you do that.
You do?
That's really cool.
This is where I might need a, I messed up.
Oh, Tammy
Yes, I
messed up.
too.
5 minutes. And you know what? At least mine had a covering over it by now.
What? No.
Yes. Oh. Okay, you know what the difference is between yours and mine?
Mine's
At
a
least-
lot lower.
It's a lot lower and you're going to be sitting in mud. At least I can stand.
Oh, it's not raining yet. There's no mud. I'm not in a valley or something like that.
Okay, you're at 6 minutes. Lose something?
My paracord.
Oh, maybe you didn't cut enough.
Feet of it over there.
Yeah. Okay. So I got to bring out the knife again because I know
Ah, twice.
twice. I don't know where it went.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ta-da!
All
Done.
right. All right. Wow. 8 minutes. Woo. Okay. All right. Well.
You want to see it? Oh, I got your really cool stick in here too.
All right. Oh, and my stick.
Really cool stick.
Wow. Very. Okay. Okay. So this is actually pretty impressive.
Do you like it?
I do like it. I like it a lot better, and it's not a hermit tree.
No, it's like a little hobbit. It's not a hermit. It's like a little hobbit home.
But you know what? We're sitting on the dirt.
Yeah. Yeah, we're sitting on the dirt. This will not get wet because all the water will come off the tarp and will end up dripping and absorbing right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes. So I got my shelter, and honestly, I think it's raining. Yeah,
Yep,
it's like
we just did it in time.
just in time. So you feel that it's warmer in here, though.
Yes, yes, much warmer. I
Yeah.
don't have the open walls like mine.
Yeah, yeah. So sometimes what I'll do as well is, if like, let's see, these were just little tiny aspens and stuff, but I put it next to a really big tree so that at least I have one side that is kind of more covered, because it is open on either end as well. And I would try to face it as much as I can, like the wind would be coming this way. And not through the doors. You know, I think that's probably an obvious thing, but wind changes directions a lot, and I've had that happen out in the wilderness where I've had to redo my tent formation because the wind ended up changing, and then it started coming in where I would consider more of like the doors and stuff. But this is very similar to like a tent type feel. And it's down on the ground. So I did mess up twice. I did, because I was like kind of pressured and kind of thinking about things. I put my ridge line, which is the string at the top, I put the ridge line a little too high. So I needed to bring it down like 3 to 4 inches to the ground. So, and that was an easy fix for me. And then my second mistake was I lost one of my paracords that I cut, which I ended up finding. I think it's in my pocket. I ended up finding it. So I found it as soon as I put up my last one. So I did have to bring out my knife twice, but my goal was to only bring out my knife once. So again, I mess up too. You know, I'm human, you guys, I'm human. But it's really good to be able to challenge yourself to do these kind of things. And you never know. Like, if you were ever going to build a shelter, you're going to be like, I know what to do.
Right.
You know, like, you never know. And she's like, when is this ever going to happen? I'm like, you might be at some event somewhere or something, and you happen to have a tarp and a knife and paracord. You never know. I'm just saying.
Car.
Oh yeah, you have a car, but sometimes you have to leave the car and you have to go somewhere. The cars break down, you know. So anyways, it was a very fun challenge to do with my sister. And any criticism you have towards me in my little tent?
Actually, no. I learned a lot. I liked how you used the wood chips to hold things into place.
Yeah.
So that was really creative.
Yeah, and also just not cutting the paracord as much. So you cut your paracord for all of it, and you brought out your knife multiple times.
Yeah.
I have a way to do my ridge pulls, so that way I don't have to bring out my knife as much, so I don't have to make as many cuts, as well as like as if I'm traveling or hiking or whatever I might be doing, I can just kind of. It can be like a long distance between the two trees or a short distance between the two trees, you know what I mean? So I'm not constantly cutting my paracord. It's kind of makes it a lot easier to do it the way that I do. I do actually have a video on my channel of how to put up this setup here. I have a couple setups that I know that I do and that I teach in my classes as well. I really think that they're beneficial. In fact, one of my classes that we did there was a storm coming actually, and we did put up tarps. Not kidding you, we ended up doing that. Sometimes a tarp is just really nice. I know it's just kind of like an added benefit to backpacking and stuff, but like if you're cooking and stuff like that, and you got a bigger group, it's kind of nice to have a tarp to be able to cook under. That's really nice and dry.
My tarp was okay for cooking.
Yeah, yeah, her tarp might have been okay for cooking. Again, this is kind of like a part 2 video, so you got to watch part 1 of my sister, my city slicker, going out there and building a quick shelter in a pretend situation where a big storm is coming. So it was a lot of fun to do this with you. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you on my next video. Bye-bye.
What if the world had more of your smile? What if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no wars. Maybe the birds will sing about your heart. Maybe the trees will whisper the word. Maybe the sun will spread your joy to the ones who lost their hope. Fill my head with roses. I can't help but dream away, standing on a field with